So after discussing about smaller lengths, let us go to the measurement of large distances. So what are large distances? Distance of a planet. So this is a large distance, or a star from Earth. So these are very large distances and cannot be measured with a meter scale directly. We cannot measure. So what is the method that we use? We use parallax method. We use this parallax method. What is this parallax? Let us understand this parallax first. So I am giving you two examples of this parallax. Suppose we have a pencil. We have hold a pencil just in front of us. Okay. So we are seeing a wall. We are seeing a wall and this pencil is just in front of this wall. And this wall, there are some things, let us say some painting is hanging. Some painting is hanging. And this pencil is, when you are seeing with both eye, this pencil is in the middle of painting. Now if you close your left eye is closed and right eye is seeing. So the position of this pencil would be somewhere towards the left. When you do this thing once again with your left eye open, right eye closed, so what you will see? You will see that position of this pencil is somehow little bit right towards this painting. So previously it was in the middle, now you see that it has moved little bit towards right. Why it is so? This effect is called parallax. This effect is called parallax effect. Another good example of parallax is, suppose this is a scale, normal scale with which you draw some lines. Now take a pencil and start drawing a line. So in the scale you have these type of markings, centimeter and millimeter. Suppose you want to draw a line of 5.3 millimeter. Okay. So if you draw this line, so you can draw in three ways. Suppose this is the scale, suppose this is the point. This is the point up to which you have to draw line. This is 0, this is 5.3. So either you can see, put your eye here just in front of this point, or you can put your eye left towards this point, or you can put your eye right towards this point. And you will find that when you see from just above, the distance is perfectly correct. This distance is accurately measured. But if you see from left or right, you will make a mistake in the measuring the distance. You will make an error. So if you see from left, you will measure lower distance, let us say up to this 5.2. If you see from right, you will measure little bit more distance. Why it is happening? Because there is a parallax effect due to your eyes. So always measuring the distance, you must see from the above side of this scale, measuring scale. So always put your eye just above the mark, not right nor left. So this effect is called parallax effect. This effect is called parallax effect. So now we have understood what is parallax. So what is happening is parallax. So definitely the position of the objects or length of the line has not been changed. What has been changed? The position in our eyes or in the instrument has been changed. So this effect is called parallax effect. So this is written here. This is called parallax. The distance between 2 points of observation is called basis. In this example, the basis is distance between two eyes. So what is the basis? Basis between our two eyes. So we have this pencil. So with what we were seeing with our left eye and with our right eye. So we were seeing with that. So this distance between these 2 points is called basis. Okay, this is our basis. So basis is distance between these 2 points. Now to measure the distance d of a far away planet, so we are measuring a planet that is very far away, planet S, by parallax method. We are using the same method that the two eyes or two telescope have some difference between them, little bit difference between them. So definitely this object will be seen differently with the help of these two telescopes. This will see somehow this will see in this way. So there is a very small angle created. This effect is called parallax effect because we are seeing the things from different positions. So to measure the distance, let us see figure first, then we will discuss. So here is the figure. Okay, here is the figure. So this is, suppose this is our left eye, this is our right eye, and this distance is basis. Now we want to measure this distance d. What is the distance of this object S with our eye or point of observation? So what is the point of observation? Point of observation means the place from where we are seeing this thing. So what we see that this is a star. We are measuring it from point A. We are measuring it distance from point B. These points can be 1 kilometer far. In real life, these can be 1 kilometer far or very distant. But we are now understanding how it is working. The example. Let us say the distance of the star is d. So definitely the distance will not change much. Distance will not change much. Now if this eye see this left eye see this towards little bit right, as we have discussed. This right eye will see this towards little bit left side. So between these we get an angle theta. We get this angle theta. So this is the situation, and here we are using this parallax method. So because of parallax, we are seeing same thing at little bit different position, and those positions are making some angle on our eyes or on different telescopes. So that is parallax. To measure the distance d, now we are measuring the distance d of a far away planet S. So S was the far away planet. We use the parallax method. We observe from two different positions. So what are two different positions? These positions can be different observatories. Observatories are places where telescopes are fitted. So A and B are two observatories on Earth. They have a distance AB is equal to B. That means basis, as shown in this figure. We have seen figure. Now we measure the angle between two directions along which the planet is viewed between the points. So what we are doing? We are measuring this angle. We are measuring this angle theta. Now in triangle ASB, that means in figure represented by symbol theta. So what is this angle shown here? Angle is, let us say this angle is theta, and this angle is called parallax angle. Parallax angle or parallactic angle, because we are measuring galactic distances, that's why it is called parallactic angle or parallax angle. So let us call it parallax angle. So this angle theta is parallax angle. Why? Because it is, this angle is generated, is coming only because we are seeing same thing from two different positions. Now let us see, if we see that, you generally know that planets are very far. Planets are very far. The distance are millions of kilometers. Billions of kilometers. Let us say 10 to the power 8 kilometer. So difference or distance of planet is very far, because the closest planet is our sun, and that is also much far than this. So planet sun is, even planet sun is much farther than this. Now if we are seeing other planets or other stars, that would be much farther. Let us say this is a very large number, and these are our two observatory A and B. Let us say they are also very far. They are 100 kilometer far. So this distance is B, and this distance of planet is D, capital D. So what we see, B upon D, that means basis upon this. So what we get, 10 to power 2 or 100 upon 10 to power 8. So we get B upon D to be very small. So value of b upon d is very small in comparison of 1. So that we get. Why? Because the planet or the star is very far. So if anything is very far, let us say this is here and this is the difference. So let us draw this situation. So we are drawing this angle C. So this angle is, again, if you see, this angle is very small. If this was near here, so here see, this angle is very big. Here this angle is very small. So for a very far planet, theta is very small. Then what we can do, if theta is very small, we can take AB as an arc length of B with a circle at center S. So what we are doing, suppose we take a circle, and this is our star. We draw this circle with star as its center. Now we have this A point and this is B point. Now let us put this. So this, my drawing is not very good because I am using a mouse. So this angle is theta. Since theta is very small, so this distance we can approximate as a straight line. This is the phenomena, that's why Earth looks flat to us. So we are using same phenomena. This curve is looking flat to us because this length is very large and this distance is very small in comparison to radius of this sphere. So what we can consider this curve as a straight line. So we are saying this curve is a straight line for very small angle. So suppose theta is further small, very small, much smaller than this. Now what we can see for much smaller, this is almost straight. So this is our approximation that we have learned in first chapter, that we have to approximate. Approximation is that we have taken this curve length equal to straight line. Okay. So this is B, this is also equal to B. This is our approximation.